And it's a good day, beautiful souls. I am Divine Soul Love Frequency, here to share the truth unapologetically. Peace, love, and unity, family. Please acknowledge the breath that is conscious with all by breathing in and out 3 times with me. Let's go. Feel that goodness moving through your body. One more time. Today's message, I want to talk about God in your mind. And this goes so deep, you know, stemming from your childhood and all these different things. You know, as children, we come into the world with, and we have parents. And sometimes we come into the world where parents have either given up on each other or continue to love each other in the way it should be. And for most of us, we come into the world with parents who have issues during the pregnancies and all of that. And when the child is born now, most of the times the mothers take it out on the children. Now, I was privy to this at a very early age in my life, but it didn't cause me to hate my mother. It didn't cause me to hate my father, even for his wrong mistakes. It just caused me to love them for who they are. And that was a great issue with my mother, knowing that whatever my father did to her, I still loved him unconditionally, regardless. And that took a toll in my life because now, in her mind, I am her child, and and I'm a female, so I'm supposed to really take a side, and I never really see a reason to do that. I always looked at them as a child, it is what it is, and it's my parents regardless, and they live together, so I didn't have a problem with them, doing what they do to make themselves happy or unhappy. It wasn't always my fault or my problem or my thing to take on. All I knew is that the love I was getting from my father was sufficient, and that was it. I didn't have any reason to look at him differently, even though he was doing nonsense. But nevertheless, as an infant, that take a real toll on my life, because she would now take out her rage and her frustrations on me. And I used to ask myself why my mommy doesn't love me and all this kind of thing. So I used to feel like I had to prove to her that I love her, and even though daddy did what he did, I love you still, and it never worked in my favor as a child. And the more that I grew into it, is the more that I seeked validation outside of myself from others, even my father's wife. After he left my mom, even my father's wife, I seek validation from her, because she was now giving me the attention that I longed for from my own mother, and it took a while for me to grow up and understand that she is just going through issues that she never resolved within herself now. And that made me more aware to just let things be, because even in my adult life now, she still comes after me because she finds that I am too loving to people in the neighborhood, you know, and maybe people who misjudged her or misunderstood her, and they had their issues and stuff, and they didn't have anything to do with me. So I just see it as it is, like, that's my neighbor, regardless of what it went on with all it. I don't have anything to do with me. I always maintain a level of respect for my neighbors, and now I'm an adult. Everybody gives that respect onto me, and she has that same problem with me. Now, I speak from my life, but I also speak for all the children in the world, and I'm not just talking about children as little children or whatever. I'm talking about children, I'm talking about adults, adolescents, babies. I'm talking about the children of the world, and you now come to see how narcissism became a great thing on the planet, other than the fact that narcissism stems from a lot of areas in life. It's also systematic. I hope I'm saying that word right, systematic. It's also in the system where you see these same traits being played out in the workplace, in friendships, and all these different things. And even in the industry, in the system, you see it played out, where when companies cannot make a certain amount of money, or they set up themselves to be a certain way at the end of the year, and they don't make it, they take it out on the staff by putting more workload on them, not giving a damn about paying them and all these different things. So, you got to look at this thing from a whole world view, because it is ridiculous. Nobody don't know about love anymore. Nobody know about unity and peace. This morning I went for my walk, and there's some spinach that I love growing on a vine on the road, actually growing from somebody's yard, but it growing on the road, and I'm there picking some of the spinach off, and a guy comes out from the side of the road, and he was like, not good morning or anything like that. I didn't even know he knew the people who were living there. Apparently it was his mother's place, but he wasn't living there. He was living on the side of the house, or I think it's just some random neighbor, or whatever the case may be. But it's on the road where I walk in, so easy to access. And he walks out the road, and I continue to pick it, and he turns to me, no good day, nothing. My mother know you picking that. And I was like, well, she allowed me before, so I don't think it's a problem for me to pick it on the road. I didn't say those words, but I know so I told him, I said, she allowed me before. And I told him, well, I continuously pick it. Wherever I see it, I pick it. He said, I don't want to know that. My mother know you picking that. And it's how he say it. It's like, if I did only say no, it's like he would have cut my ass. He would have beat me. And it just goes to show how ignorant we are as a society for the simplest things. People want to take their rage and frustration out on anybody that they could do it to. And the nice thing is that I maintain my composure. I don't do anything wrong. I in the road, people see passing me and they see me picking it. His mother inside sleeping. I will wake her up to ask her for this and then right on the road and she'll tell me, go ahead, darling, it's not a problem. And he in a rage that I picking it. So I say this I say this to you, beautiful souls out here. Even the ones that not so beautiful. Go within, at least go within and see the kind of troubles we creating, the kind of mentality we creating. And when we see the youths doing certain things, we blaming them, but it starts from you, the parent. You know, they're not fixing the problem, not just covering it up with material things to make yourself feel better and still not getting over the trials and tribulations, the chains that bound you all. You know, another thing is this: stop making excuses for the past. We all grown and have sense to know that, hey, that was in the past. You know, we could choose better lives for ourselves. We could choose to live in different ways for ourselves. We could choose to love than to blame. You can fix yourself. You can. Anyway, I just wanted to share this morning because it's on my heart. You know, the world needs a lot of love, and it only begins with you. Not a problem for me to love everybody, but everybody have to love themselves for this to work. With that being said, I bid you all a beautiful, beautiful, beloved day, just as you are. I am Soul, Divine Soul Love Frequencies, here to share the truth unapologetically. Peace, love, and unity, family. Please like, share, and subscribe on my channel for daily content like this. I love you all.